The Texas Baptist Missions Foundation exists to connect God's mission and your legacy. What does that look like? For most Texas Baptists, the gift of a lifetime happens through a simple will. This is by far the most common and convenient way to include God's mission in your legacy. Why doesn't that happen more often? You may be surprised to learn that year after year, 2 out of every 3 people who die in the state of Texas do so with no will whatsoever. You see, when you die without a valid will, the state of Texas has a not-so-wonderful plan for your estate, all at a very high cost, including the cost of your choices. You will have no say in the decisions regarding your family or possessions without a valid will. There's a cost as well for your family. The level of stress and the degree of conflict increases radically when there is no will. The cost of time typically means additional months or even years to settle an estate with no will. And the cost in money is very real. The probate process without a will can cost as much as 10% of the total value of the estate. Here's a better surprise. The Texas Baptist Missions Foundation has made it possible for every Texas Baptist to create a legally valid will for free. Using your email address and a personal password that you create, you'll have an opportunity to connect God's mission with your legacy, providing for your family, preserving and passing on the resources God has entrusted to you, and perpetuating God's kingdom through your church, the Missions Foundation, or other Baptist causes. In about 30 minutes of your time, you can complete the process. Then download your will, print it, and have it notarized in the presence of a couple of witnesses. It's just that simple and cost you nothing. Once you've downloaded the document, you'll have access to a portal that you can use to create the powers of attorney, medical directives, and guardianship documents that you choose. You'll also have an opportunity to mirror your will with your spouse's. Your will can be edited at any time using your password, then downloading and printing and signing with a notary. Of course, there's no obligation to include Texas Baptist or your church in your will, but if you've so faithfully supported your church throughout your lifetime, why wouldn't you bless them in the same way through your estate? Should you feel you need something more sophisticated than a simple will because of your specific situation, the exercise of completing the free will can not only save you considerable time and expense when you meet with your attorney, but will also protect your family and your estate until you're able to work with your attorney to replace the simple will. Connect God's mission and your legacy. Get started today at freewill.com/missionsfoundation.